A lot of students think that the Chinese government scholarship, which covers the tuition, accommodation, and a monthly allowance of up to $500 is the most substantial scholarship in China. No, there is even a much significant scholarship known as the Sinology Program that offers the winners up to $14,000 in funding. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you all the various types of scholarships that are available in China and the eligibility criteria and how you can apply and actually get these scholarships. Let's go. So like I mentioned earlier, the CSC is not the biggest type of scholarship in China. The biggest is called the Sinology Program, or in Chinese we call the Xinhan Xuejihua, and it was established by the Hanban. And then what they do is that they give scholarship to outstanding researchers from all over the world to come to China and then carry out their research projects over here in China. The Chinese government allows you to enter the top 20 universities such as Tsinghua University, Peking University, Shanghai Jiao Tong University, or Zhejiang University. And the funding includes living allowance, project research fees, international round-trip travel expenses, that is for economy class. We also have the training fees for Chinese universities, research fees for foreign tutors in China, medical and accident insurance premiums during the study period in China, amounting to up to 100,000 RMB or $14,000 yearly. Yes, it offers up to $14,000, but please take note, this scholarship is only available to senior visiting scholars or PhD candidates. So what are the requirements? For senior visiting students, you should be non-Chinese nationals, generally under the age of 50 years old. You should be in good health, abide by the Chinese laws and regulations and school rules as well, and also must have passed the Chinese proficiency test, that is HSK, and so you should at least have HSK 3. For doctoral candidates, you should be generally under 40 years old and in good health. You should comply with the Chinese rules and regulations as mentioned earlier, and generally you should have the Chinese proficiency test HSK and must reach about level 6 with a score of 210 or above. Now under the same conditions, applicants with excellent Chinese proficiency will be given the priority. Now also take note that priority will be given to students from countries where the Confucius Institute is located, or students from Confucius Institutes. So personally, I believe that this is the best type of scholarship that you can ever come across in China. So next we have the CSC, or the Chinese Government Scholarship. Now the CSC is an abbreviation for the term China Scholarship Council. Now the China Scholarship Council is a non-profit organization of the Chinese Ministry of Education that offers assistance for international academic cooperation with China and acts as the main channel through which the Chinese government provides scholarships. It manages more than 51,000 scholarships annually for students to come and study in China, so it is actually one of the largest scholarship management organizations in the world. And so let's get into the details of this scholarship. So for the eligibility, it is open to international students at all levels, being a bachelor's, master's, and PhD. The application process starts from December and ends in April the next year, and there are about 274 Chinese universities that offers these scholarships to international students every year. So I'm going to put a link to the list of these 274 schools that provide Chinese government scholarships. So you can actually apply directly through the China Scholarship Council website, of which I'll also put the link in the description of this video. Please do check it out. So this scholarship actually comes in 3 categories. We have the category A, B, and C. Category A is for students that are applying through an embassy back at home. So for example, if you are applying for the CSC through the Chinese embassy in Ghana, you select category A, or the type A. If you're applying through the Chinese embassy in Nigeria, in Kenya, in any other country, so far as it is going through an embassy, you select type A. And the type B, or category B, is for students that are applying through a university. Category C is for students that are applying through other sources. For instance, it could be through a ministerial organization or through any other organization that is recommending you for this scholarship. And so any other sources other than the embassy or the school, you choose type C. These are the 3 main categories of the scholarship. In terms of age limit requirements, applicants for an undergraduate degree must be within the age of 25 years. For master's degree, you should be within 35 years, and for doctoral degrees, you should be within 40 years. So the benefits of the Chinese government scholarship varies based on academic program. Undergraduate degrees, you will have a monthly stipend of 2,500 RMB with free tuition and accommodation. For master's program, you have a monthly stipend of 3,000 RMB, which also comes with free tuition and accommodation. And for doctoral programs, you have a monthly stipend of 3,500 RMB, which also comes with a free tuition and accommodation. So next is the provincial or municipal government scholarships. So in China, each municipality or province is going going to offer several scholarships to students, and then these come in several eligibility criteria which could vary from province to province. For this scholarship, you can only apply through the respective provincial education department or your school, and so usually you can only apply for it after you have gained admission into a specific school. Typically, you should pay all your fees before applying for this scholarship, and the winners of this scholarship receive a one-time funding ranging from 5,000 RMB to about 25,000 RMB or $3,000. So generally, the money awarded through the scholarship is more substantial than the expenses that you incurred during an academic year, and so after your deductions, you may still have excess funds to retain on you. Some of these provincial scholarships are just like the government scholarship, you know. Examples, we have the Zhejiang Government Scholarship or the Shanghai Government Scholarship, where the winners can also get free tuition, free accommodation, and monthly allowance of about 2,500 RMB to 3,500 RMB. Next, we have the Chinese University Scholarship. Now, numerous Chinese universities extend scholarships to entice exceptional students. Now, these include distinctions like the Outstanding Individual Scholarship, Excellent Student Scholarship, Sports Scholarships, and the like. Now, application is typically possible only after securing admissions into that particular school. So, for the eligibility criteria, they vary from university to university, and so the application process is just to apply through the school that you have been admitted into. We also have the Confucius Institute Scholarships that is geared towards fostering Chinese language and culture across the globe, and these scholarships provide support for students passionate about Chinese studies, and so it is open to students, scholars, and Chinese language teachers from all over the world. You can submit your applications through the Confucius Institute or the affiliated universities. We also have the Belt and Road Scholarship that is aligned with China's Belt and Road Initiative and is opened to students from Belt and Road countries. And so please find out online if your country is participating in the Belt and Road Initiative of China before you can apply for such scholarships. Please apply through the specific channels that is specified by the scholarship program. Now, also, some Chinese companies are going to offer scholarships to attract talents to come and work in China that we call the enterprise scholarships. And so similarly, you have to apply through the relevant organizations or through the relevant enterprises. So under the Chinese government scholarship, there are several other scholarships that is offered by the Chinese Scholarship Council. Apart from the CSC that I mentioned earlier, some of the other scholarships that is offered by the Chinese Scholarship Council includes the Great Wall Program, the EU Program, AUN Program, the Marine Scholarship of China, WMO Program, the PIF Program, Chinese University Program, Bilateral Program, and the MOFCOM Scholarship. So you can get all this information from their website, which I'll put the link in the description of this video. So please do check it out. So what are my tips for students that want to apply for Chinese government scholarships? My first tip is that please start your application early. Please be mindful of the starting date of the scholarship and the deadline of the scholarship. That is going to help you to prepare your documents earlier. And then I will also suggest that please apply as soon as the scholarship is open. Don't wait till the deadline is about to reach before you submit your application. Now we know the earlier the better. The early bird catches the worm. So please try your best to apply for the scholarship as soon as it is opened, and that is going to make sure that your chance of getting the scholarship is very high. Now, before you apply for any scholarships in China, you want to check the eligibility criteria before you start your application. So please check your age, your nationality, and other criteria that are supposed to be met before you apply. The last thing that you want to do is applying for a scholarship that you are not eligible in the first place, and that is going to mean a total waste of time. And my third tip is that please prepare a strong application. Now, you want the school to know how excellent you are, how hardworking you are, and then the type of activities that you have participated in and the types of awards that you have won. So these are the documents that you want to prepare in addition to the document that you already have, and these are the documents that will increase your chance of getting a scholarship and give you that edge over the other candidates for the scholarship. So please prepare a strong application. And then finally, please make sure that you have a language proficiency. Right now, the language proficiency, like I mentioned in my previous video, if you're applying for Chinese, you should make sure that you have your HSK. Similarly, if you're applying for English, make sure you have SCT, TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo, or any other internationally recognized English exams. That is going to help you increase your chances of getting a scholarship. Yeah, so finally, scholarships in China are very diverse. They cater for several range of fields of study, and then they involve a lot, but note that persistence is the key. So yeah, thank you so much. If you found this video helpful, please help me by giving me a like and sharing it to your friends. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section, and I'll be very glad to answer all your questions. Now, I'm going to leave the links of this website in the description of this video. Please feel free to check it out and get more information for yourself. This is Moses from Moses Adventures Diaries. Thank you so much for joining me today, and see you next time in our next video. Bye.